Welcome to the first annual Transition Training Presentation for Parents and Guardians at Sulligent High School. My name is Charles Avian. I'm the lead special education teacher here at Sulligent High School. And I would just like to welcome y'all to our first annual event to educate parents and guardians about their students' possibilities for when they exit post-secondary schools. We'll begin with our agenda. We'll discuss what elements that we'll discuss in transition planning, such as job skills, post-secondary education, ADA versus special education, independent living, self-determination and advocacy, and healthy relationships. When developing a transition plan, we look at the following to be able to create the best appropriate plan for your students. We will access the student's interests, their strengths, and needs as appropriate. We'll review diploma pathways, whether it's the general education pathway, essentials pathway, or for students who have cognitive disability with an IQ 55 below, we'll use the Alabama Alternate Achievement Pathway. We'll review documentation of transition services. We'll discuss and explore career interests with the IEP team. We'll discuss and review post-secondary education, employment, training, community, and independent living, if appropriate. We'll discuss and review community independent living goals, develop agency linkages, if appropriate, and begin application to adult services agencies. And this service will begin when the students enter the 9th grade or when they are 16 years of age. At that time, during their annual IEP meeting, we'll also gather additional surveys, interest inventories, and work placement interests that the students are interested in pursuing a specific career, or if they are interested in continuing education at either a technical school or at a community college, or even some students may even go on to higher education to a university. So job skills. It is key when teaching students with special needs that you teach them in pairs or in groups. It is also providing students with supports to help foster good job-ready skills that they can use in their future employment. Because most of the time our students are not going to be self-employed where they're working for themselves. So it's so crucial that we as educators teach our students how to work well with others, because majority of our students will go into the workforce and not know how to work well with others, and it will impact their ability to hold down and keep a steady job. Some of our students will even go on to a post-secondary education, whether it be a trade school or community college or even a university. We'll provide students with the needed resources that he or she may need in going to be successful beyond high school. Students who have special needs have the ability to continue their education post-high school. They will receive some of the same accommodations that they receive in high school that they will at the university or community college level. However, if they are obtaining a degree in a specific field, those accommodations that are offered in the high school setting may differ or change in the community college, trade school, or university level because of their ability to either hold down a certificate or work towards mastering an apprenticeship, and there are specific requirements that these students will have to meet in order to obtain that certificate or achievement. So ADA versus Special Education Services. ADA is identified as the Americans with Disabilities Act, and this protects individuals with disabilities, not just limited to students with special needs or specific learning disabilities or so on or so forth. It includes students that may be paraplegic, may be wheel bound, wheelchair bound. Then special education services, it provides the accommodations to individuals who have an SLD, a traumatic brain injury, autism, an intellectual disability, other health impairments, to provide them the ability to access and have the opportunity to access the general education curriculum with their non-disabled peers. Independent living will teach students with special needs what they need to achieve to have a life of independence. We'll teach them proper hygiene, cooking, cleaning, money management, and how to access public transportation if appropriate. Teaching students who have cognitive and severe disabilities their independent life skills that they need is crucial to them in having a productive and independent life when they exit secondary education. Next topic is our self-determination and self-advocacy. What services are available to my child when they exit high school? I know that is a common question that we hear when we have these transition IEP meetings. Like, what is it that is out there for my student or my child? Well, we go over there's trade schools, community colleges, there's universities, and then there's the workforce. We look at all four of these areas of post-secondary training and work experience when we hold these transition meetings, so you as a parent and the student can have the best information when selecting which appropriate pathway is essential for meeting the needs of your child. We as a special education staff will utilize the Alabama Department of Vocational Services to provide our students with the needed assistance in order to excel in his or her post-secondary outcomes. And we'll do this through different classes that we offer through the Alabama Department of Vocational Services, such as teaching the students how to obtain their permit to be able to hopefully be successful in driving a motorized vehicle where they wouldn't rely on public transportation if that would be feasible to the student. We also teach the students self-advocacy classes where they can learn skills and things that they need in order to advocate for themselves, because as bad as we would hate to see something happen to a loved one or guardian, our students need to know what their rights are, how to advocate for themselves, and how to locate and pursue services that would end up making them successful in their lives. Healthy relationships. It is key for students who have special needs and those who don't to build healthy relationships when they exit high school. It's so key to have people in your life that you can confide in and trust. Providing these students with special needs this level of education and training helps them build their self-esteem, socialization skills, communication skills, and having people to confide in and trust. I would like to thank each and every one of you parents and guardians for coming out and wanting to know more about transition skills that we provide and offer to our students with special needs. If y'all ever need anything, you can always call the school. My extension is 2306, and our secretary will pass you on to me, and I would be glad to answer any questions that you may have, or if you want to schedule a meeting where we can discuss more detail what options are available for your student, I'd be glad to do so. My office hours are from 1:30 to 2:30, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8 to 9 o'clock. I hope y'all have a good evening and have a blessed day. Thanks.